Welcome to a world where words weave wonders and stories come alive. Join me on a journey into the heart of narrative writing, where imagination takes flight and every sentence is a portal to adventure. Let's embark on this literary odyssey together. Yes, sure, you guessed it right. We are going to discuss how to write an A-star story for our English language paper 2 writing section. We have already discussed. Let's have a quick glance of the some of the features and the technique of narrative writing: plot, dialogues, then vocabulary, then 4 to 5 characters. We have to follow the technique. We must have a catchy beginning, then the flashback, then coming back to the present situation, sequence of events, climax, ending. Once we have finished the story, we have the checklist. Is the topic justified? Is there a strong plot, catchy beginning, action, or either with action or a speech, dialogue? We must have 10 to 15 paragraphs in narrative. Feeling words and phrases should be there. Figurative language plus idioms. Tense plus punctuation plus spelling. Then VOS, variety of sentences. Description of character, description of scene plus description of places. These are the compulsory components of our narrative. And last but not the least, we have to remind ourselves that we have to write real life stories. Okay, the 7 steps of a narrative are: step 1, plan for success; step 2, sizzling starts; step 3, tightening tension; step 4, dynamic dialogue; step 5, show don't tell; step 6, ban the boring; step 7, exciting endings with impact. Now let's read a model story. Write a story which includes the words, "What are you searching for in this room? You have no right to be here." And subtitle is "Regret or Betrayal." Breaking news: some thieves have plundered the state bank today and one of them was shot dead, as confirmed by the security services. Regret was already shattering me while rummaging Alan's room to find the passports for our escape, and this news on the television further deepened my gloom. What are you searching for in this room? You have no right to be here after all what you did. So this is the topic sentence that has been included. My inside was screaming, why you ran away, why you betrayed your childhood friend. Racked with remorse, sheer remorse with no escape from it. Now description of scene. The dark, scary room was cursing me as wherever I looked I saw the portrait of Alan begging for help while I was only concerned to save myself. I left the room to protect me from those haunting memories. Outside, the sky was all covered with thunderous clouds marching hither and thither. It was dark and lightning came like a pit in the inky night, as if behind the dark canvas was a blinding light waiting to flood in through any crack, no matter how small it was, just to let some terrible memories haunt me down. Ellen and Mark needed immediate, now this is the background of the story, needed immediate money for the treatment of my mother who was diagnosed with lung cancer. Since we had no other choice, we resorted to bank robbery. The plan was to loot the bank, go to Alan's house to get the passports, and from there to the airport, where Mark would be waiting for us, and we would fly to Pakistan, where my mother was. But while we were emptying the lockers, the approaching sound of police vehicles shattered the silence around us and broke havoc in our nerves. Whoop whoop sound. This shrilling sound made us shiver with apprehension, and we rushed to save ourselves. Though I was successful, Alan could not flee as a bullet had penetrated his leg. I could have saved him, but all I wanted was to save myself, and I selfishly ran away while he was shot once again, and death approached him this time. Third. Now back to the present situation. Colliding with Alan's locked drawer freed me from my haunting memories. I broke the lock only to find that just 2 passports were inside it, Mark's and Alan's. Where is mine? That question was popping up in my head, making me bewildered. Now is coming the climax of the story. Ring ring. The sound of Alan's phone caught my attention. I scrambled to my feet, hurried towards the phone, and picked up the receiver. A heavy voice, which I familiar with, spoke. It was Mark. What are you doing, Alan? Have you finished James yet or not? A big shock. Reality now dawned upon me. Alan and Mark had planned to kill me and get away with all the money. Lub dub, lub dub. I was so shocked that I could hear my heart beating with its maximum strength. I had never expected that my childhood friends who had helped me in tackling every difficult situation could do something like that just for some money. Shocked, I caught a glimpse of the sky. A torch of fire was starting to light up the darkness around me, chasing the dark, thunderous clouds away and replacing them with white, wispy ones, signaling the end of my remorse, but deepening my gloom at the same time.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share to receive more videos like this in the future.
Now, let's read another model story, and it's the most popular topic of English language students, that is a race against time. So you can see the beginning, then description of scene, then we have the description of character, the feeling words. So please do pause the video, and as you can see the story, a race against time, how it has begun, and then with the rising action, then the feeling words and phrases. They are very skillfully being written by this student. The use of the control of a language plus the use of direct speech, how the flashback technique is being used. So these are the 4 pages you can read. Do pause the video, read the story and just analyze how skillfully it has been written. Of course, it is an A-star story, so you can see at the ending that the suspense and the tension is there. So you have to read it and try to follow, because it is just fulfilling all the criteria, whatever the criteria of our narrative is. So a race against time, this model story, it's going to help you to polish your writing skills. Last but not the least, this is one of the ways that you are going to hunt for the plots and jot them down before you are going to attempt the actual story. So this is again a very popular topic of the English language class, that is a painful regret, and the subtitle is also there. So you can see how the plot is written in just phrases. So this is just a rough sketch, and the main idea of this story. So if the plot is strong, then your story, your narrative is going to score A-star. So this is the final tip, so do follow it. I hope you have learned a lot. Thanks for watching.